Who said Second Life had to be expensive? It doesn't. It can be literally cheap as in zero, as in free, and actually have a good, decent mesh body. We're going to be going over to a couple places where you can get a free head, a free body, and a free skin. This video is going to be showing you how we put together a legacy body for women with a Genus head. I'm also going to put all the landmarks and everything down below and make a Google Doc for beginners, and there will be another video of more beginners locations that you can go that will help you out. So if you've ever been wanting to get into Second Life, you found the right video, because this one is going to be for you. We are currently at Genus right now. This is where you're going to get a free head, free skin, and a couple other things. The Genus head is different from the Evo X head, but stay tuned for another video as I do the Evo X head with a Matria body. But what we're going to look at is you want to make sure you click this up here that says join group, because you have to be a part of the group to get these items. So the items are right over here on the other side of the wall. But you can look at all of the other things that they have. They do have their own skins. They do have different types of heads, and etc, etc. So they have a free Genus Bento head, mocap strong face, and then they have eyelashes, and then they have a Miranda skin, 4K and regular bomb bake on mesh, and then they also have one for men, and then they do have a 4K bomb layer tattoo that I don't think I got, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that one. I don't think I got it yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and grab that one. We'll just hit accept and it'll go to our inventory. So we got our head, we got some skins. I'm going to take you to another place where you can get skins, and then I'm going to take you where you can go get your free body. All right, Central Park is a beginner newbie HUD, but it's actually a really good place to get some free things. But we're mainly going to look at some skins right today. But I can direct you in where you can get some other things in another video. There's two things that we can do here, which I would do this with any location that you like going to. This is the landmark. This will save it to your favorites or just landmark in general. So if you want to have favorites, you would put it up top so it's an easy click. If you want to save one, you can you can click up here, right click and copy. But if you hit landmark, you'll get literally a landmark folder, and it will have all the landmarks for you. But what you want to do here is also join the group. When you click on it, it should show up in your main chat, and it's called Adventure Scouts. This is how you'll be able to get all the free stuff. So if I go ahead and change mine over to Adventure Scouts, now my tag will show over my head. I'm going to go ahead and go over to this location. This is where you want to get your free items. It has free different avatars, and it has rooms that you'll be able to start with. So I sat on this little teleporter, and there's a room to our right and our left of men and women room, and then we also have furries. We're gonna go to this back room that is back here that has a little bit more advanced stuff. So the front room is for like day one, you don't know what you're doing, what's going on. The back room has more high quality stuff that is also free or low price Linden. Now, they do have some other free bodies over here in heads. This is a place where you can get your legacy body. This Genus head is different than the one that we got. It's the older version, so that's why it didn't come here. But if you want some other free things, this is free shapes and free head and body shapes. And then here are some free skins. So if you want a specific skin, there are some skins here that are melanated. We are going to be using, I'm going to show you this skin and the skin that we got. So this is another place that you can get skin, some hair, and stuff like that. But you can come and check this out if this is something that you wanted to do. Here is some more shapes. So the shape is what your body is going to look like. You can buy another shape, or you can go in and edit the shape yourself. Okay, we're at the Legacy store. This is where you can get a free Legacy body for men or women. On the other walls, it has the other bodies that you can buy, but to test it out, like I said, we're only doing free. So this is where you can get the free classic men or women Legacy body. This next location is a place that I absolutely love. This place used to be called the Free Dove. It is now called Palomma Plaza. Palomma was an amazing creator here in Second Life. I believe she created this literally 20 something years ago. If not, she was here the whole time because SL is 21 years. 21 years old, but she passed away, I believe, 2 years ago. So it has been taken over to keep going for her remembrance and also to help new people. So I will put the landmark down below. So this location, you have to join the group. Everything on the lower level is 100% free. There are AOs. The AOs are the items that you put on your avatar. So you have certain walks, certain jumps and flies and stuff, which there's a video on how you can create your own as well that I have. And then there is hair, clothes for men and women. And so when you come in here, you want to make sure you join the group. So when you get here, you want to click this to touch and join the group. And then you will get a Palomma Plaza notice, and there is where you will join the group. So, as I was saying, everything on the lower level is free for you to take. Upstairs has other items. They're actually not that high priced, but downstairs is all free. These have been changing regularly. So because we have the Legacy body, you have to make sure you get clothes that fit the Legacy body. They do have clothes for Matria here, Beliza, Classic. I've seen E-body. It just depends on the people that are bringing the clothes out. So when I say that, if you're new, what that means is every person that gets a body, it has a different fit. So you want to see and make sure that your body is on here. So I don't see a Legacy body on this one. Fit, but it does have a fit mesh. So if you wanted to try and get this, you could. So now this one has classic Legacy mesh bodies. If we wanted to get that, we could get that one. I'm not a real fan of that one. But I do have a ton of Legacy outfits, so I'm not too worried about that. This body down here does Lara X, and then the Lara Petite X, the Lara E-body Reborn. This one does Legacy Perky, Bombshell, Prima, and Petite. So yeah, they have restocked because some of these clothes are definitely new. So as you can see, there's clothes, we have shoes, there's some AOs. If we run back here, I believe there might be some hair. One thing you want to do with the Genus head as well, you want to make sure the hair that you get is also a Genus hair. You may see Evo X or Evo, and then you'll have Genus head. When you have the Genus head, you want to make sure the hair you have says Genus on it. So here is some hair right here. And it looks like it's rigged and unrigged, and it's just mesh hair. So because this is unrigged, we actually could adjust this and move it around where we need it to. So it could fit a range of different head types. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this hair. It has different styling options. We're gonna click it and we're gonna hit accept. Here is another free one that we can get. We're gonna hit accept in the pop-up. I really do like this brand of hair, so if you wanted to join their group, you could. And then let's go ahead and grab this one as well. This is the Luna hairstyle. Now this one says the basic packs includes 2 head sizes, materials, a full bright glow, bangs, and a style pack. Look at that, it's named after me. They have updated this, so I'm definitely excited that I've come in here. For me, this feels like a very Christmas-esque. It looks like we can get it in different colors as well. This is unicorn, We have reds. We're going to do the blacks and that one. Technically, I could do all the colors. Now, the thing that I was talking about with things that need to say Evo X and Genus, I want to show you example. So there is some makeup here that you can get. This one says LEL is Lelutka and Evo X. So we don't have a Lelutka Evo X head, so this makeup would not work on our head. We want it to say Genus on it. So if you do not have a home, there is a place here that has dressing rooms that you can use yourself. They usually have a lot up by the front, and they do have them scattered. So I'll go show you where the dressing rooms are. If you don't have a home and you don't want people staring at you and all the things, you can have some privacy. So it'll tell you if a dressing room is taken. And so you can easily just click on this and it will take you to a dressing room. This is a pose stand that you're going to stand on. Okay, so to make this a lot easier for you guys, I went ahead and grabbed the normal avatar, one of the avatars that you guys would normally pick when you get started, so you can get a feel for what this is. So I'm gonna right click and sit here so my avatar will not move. So then I'm gonna show you how you can open everything. So in our inventory, it will be the little suitcase. It's either on the side or at the bottom. This is your inventory. You can organize this however you want. That's another video. I love the recent tab. The recent tab is where you're going to see everything that you just got. You can set this recent tab to filter to show for a week, a month, however long you want, if you want to constantly keep everything new up at the top. This also helps when you're sorting. So what you're going to do, there's two things that you have to do when you get items. It's called unpacking. Some things don't come automatically just free to use. Some of them you have to unpack. So there's two things that you can do. So there's one thing that you need to make sure that you always do when you're doing something in Second Life. Depending on what viewer you are on, I am on Firestorm and I have mine set to add objects by double click. You never want to wear an item, you always want to add. If you're on the normal Second Life viewer, you need to make sure you right click and add. Now you see how it attached to my arm? Sometimes you have to click said item, but this automatically, a box popped up and I'm going to hit accept. And now I have the item in a folder. And now we're going to right click and detach from yourself. Or if you have the ability to double click, we're going to double click and it's going to attach to us like so. And the same thing's going to happen. Now there's another way that you can do this. Some things you have to drag and drop on the ground. Now, in this situation, it's usually pretty good to drag and drop things. Sometimes you need a prim that is set on the ground because sometimes you put things on items and it says the owner doesn't allow you to set stuff on here. So to be safe, I like to right click and edit somewhere on the ground. And then I go to this little button up here that says create. And then I just grab the box and I just set that down. And then I can move it closer to me if I want to, then exit out. Then I'm going to take the said item and I can drag and drop it on top of that prim. And now it's sitting there. Now, the same thing may happen. It may auto pull up a, do you want this item? Sometimes you have to click on it and then it pulls up said item. Sometimes you have to right click and do open and then do copy to inventory. So there's multiple different ways, things that will happen, but you will still get said item. Now, when we copy to inventory, I have mine set to where it opens up and tells me what all of this is, etc., etc. From here, you can right click and take, right click and delete because we still have a copy in our inventory. I'm just going to delete it. So we now have the folder open. It's going to give, most places give you a note card to read of how to use it, how to set it up, etc., etc. Sometimes it gives you a picture so you see what it looks like. It will give you the HUD possibly if there is a HUD, and then this is the actual hair. So let's go ahead and finish. Oh, this one's actually already unpacked. So we have the unicorn, the blacks, the browns. So the other thing that can happen when you have an item, When you double click it, it might show up on your screen. This is what's called a HUD. A HUD is something that is clickable on your screen. If you right click and edit and find the arrows, you can also move it around if it's in your way. Sometimes it can't be seen. So sometimes you need to right click and edit and then use your scroll wheel. You can scroll out, and then sometimes it's like down here. You can pull it up and then scroll back in, exit out, and then it's fixed. So from here, click here to unpack. Again, it clicks and we're going to do accept. Then we can just detach and it's no longer on our screen. So we now have our hairs that we want. And then I believe we did get this is some more hair that we got. So let's go ahead and unpack these. So this is how you would unpack all of the things that you have. I already have the Genus head. I already have the legacy body. I already have it in my folders here and here. And then those would unpack the exact same way. So we're going to go ahead and get into the ultimate let's fix our avatar. So in your same inventory, you have your inventory tab, your recent, and your worn. So as I'm wearing the basic avatar, this folder that says clothing and whatever avatar you have, it will be their name. I have Monique, you may have Jake, you may have whatever other one that you have that's out there. What we're going to do is I'm going to right click on my folder. I am on Firestorm, so mine says remove from current outfit. I want to make sure the whole folder is highlighted. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. Well, as bigger as I can. So this whole folder, if you want to open it to make sure everything's highlighted, right click, and then I'm going to remove from current outfit. If you're on the normal Second Life viewer, it might say detach from avatar. Pretty much find anything that takes everything off. I'm going to hit remove. Now, you're going to see yourself invisible. Some things have to stay on your avatar. Some things, the brows stay on, the eyes stay on, the shape and the skin stays on. But that's okay. We're gonna replace them with our new body. FYI, if you have children and you don't want them seeing nudity, you are gonna work with your avatar completely in the nude. So FYI, that's why I will blur out my screen as we start attaching the body. But just know you will be naked a lot. Okay, so when you come down, what you're gonna have to need is the body classic. You're gonna double click that. And it's going to pull through and you're going to see two bodies. Like I said, trust the process. We're going to get through this. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to add the classic feet. Now it does have a feet deformer. If you wanted that, this is the feet deformer. And then this is the classic feet. I think I like the feet classic fit deformer feet better. They just look more natural. So we'll stick with that. All right, then we're going to add the hands. And it does come with different shapes. Now we'll get into that in a little bit. There's different shapes that you can do. We'll discuss that when we get everything on. All right, so we have the fit deformer feet, or you can have the classic feet. We have the hands. We'll pick a shape now, or you can pick it later. And then we're going to do default body eraser. And then from there, I think I'm alpha'd out. We're going to get the one that says the HUD. There is a HUD and then an upscaled HUD. The HUD is going to attach to your screen. You can use whichever one you want. It will pop up wherever. My example, like I've said before, I hit right click edit on the HUD and you see I can't find the move arrows. I'm going to scroll wheel out to find the green ones. I'm going to scoot it over just a little bit more, scroll back in and exit out. So this is the HUD that's going to help you control your body. You want to get very familiar with it. If you click this top body here, it will close it out and it'll just sit somewhere on your screen. You're going to open it back up. You can choose how you want your fingernails or none if you buy your own fingernails. For now, we'll just click a random one and it'll add that. You can have your hands do movements on their own. You can pick one if you want this one to do left and you want this one to do right, or you can have them just play all. Another thing that you need to know is sometimes the shoes don't auto snap to your feet. You have to adjust them. So you have different levels of feet here. So depending on what type of shoe you have, if you need to change your feet, you can see them moving depending on what type of shoe that you have. The only thing that I noticed, they don't have a point, like a ballet point. My Matria does, because I have ballet shoes and I do ballet RP. That's the only thing that why I didn't get a legacy, is that these don't have ballet points. But in that situation, you could just alpha the feet out, which that's going to be the third box down here. If you hear people say alpha, you see how this is invisible and this is gray? If I start clicking, it starts bringing in certain body parts. Now, or you can click the side buttons here where it's going to alpha out everything at the same time. You can choose to alpha out everything, or you can individually do it. The arrows will turn you. Okay, so you see how all this white area is alphaed out? That's what it means by alpha. This body is all grayed out because maybe it was clipping through clothes, and so you don't want those to show. So when people say you need to alpha it out, sometimes clothes come with an item that is the alpha. Usually the alpha will look like this item. In Firestorm, it looks like a t-shirt. I think in the Second Life viewer, it looks like a t-shirt as well. But anything that looks like a checkered, I guess a checkered board, it has lines, pretty much boxes, square boxes. If it looks like that, that means it's an alpha. In this case, the HUD has its own alpha. So you can individually push them out, or you can push these buttons down here to where it auto makes those things disappear. So if I have pants on that go down to here, but my skin's clipping through, that's what I would alpha out and such like that. But we'll get to that because I'm pretty sure I will probably have some clothes that we will demonstrate that with. Then you can just hit the undo button here and it'll bring it all back to normal. So we are getting a little bit more familiar with our HUD. I'm going to talk about the head now. We'll come back to the body because I want to get all of the attachments on first, and then we'll move forward on how to set everything up. So now we're going to go to our Genus head. So these are the things that you're going to want. All right, so going in here, there's a lot more things in this Genus than is in the body. So you'll want to scroll down and you see all of these things overwhelmed. You're going to want the Genus heads rigged. The rigged is going to put the eyes exactly where you want them. Unrigged, you have a left and a right, and then you'll have to go in and move them around. So if I were to hit edit, I could drag and drop them where I wanted, but it's a little tricky, as you can see. Now, of course, you can buy your own eyes, and then you would have to adjust them how you wanted. From there, up at the top, you'll want the alpha eyes, and then we're going to do the rigged ones because it's going to get rid of the other eyes, and we only have the eyes. So have the alpha eye, the Genus Project alpha eyes, the Genus Project eyes, rigged or unrigged, that's your choice. We want the Genus head strong 2.0. As you can see, it is a little rough, but we're getting there. We're gonna want the teeth and the tongue. And then up here you have the Genus Project default shape. This is what's giving us the shape that the head comes in. So now it doesn't look so crazy. So then what you'll need is the HUD. We have the Genus Project Universal HUD 2.0. We're going to double click that. It's going to add to your screen. We're going to close this one. And then it is a little head in the circle over here. And we're going to drop down. And then that shows us that. So as you can see, we have a look. That's what we have. This is where you're going to, okay, so what we want to do now with our head, as you can see over here in the HUD, these little buttons can be pushed. We're going to push the bomb so it goes to literally plain white. So I got the skin from the store that we got the head from. It was called Miranda. When we open this folder, it does have a shape that comes with it. If you want the shape, it has a default eyebrow shape as well. So what you'll want to look at, they have a 4K and a regular BOM. Okay, so the skin that we're going to use one of the Miranda ones. We're going to go through the colors and what we're going to do. It comes with a brows and with no brows. You can pick your own brows from the Genus Hud or buy your own brows, buy your own lashes, etc., etc. But it does come with stuff. In this case, the skin comes with brows. We're just going to use the brows from there. So we're going to start with this Miranda Brows 4K BOM. So when you first get it, you click on it, nothing happens. There's one down here that says 4K, and then it starts looking like this, and it's like, it's not working. Hit the BOM button, and then it starts fixing on. So let's say you're like, I want to see what the other one looks like. Just double click it and go down to the next one that says 4K bomb. This one is porcelain. So we have the porcelain and we have the brownie that has brows in 4K, no brows, regular BOM, and everything. We're going to go with the brownie in 4K for this skin tone that we want to do. And as you can see, everything is set. If you want to use the Miranda head shape, you can click on the Miranda head shape and it changes everything. But we're going to go back to our legacy body and we're going to choose one of these shapes. So it has an extra large, an extra small, a large, a medium, and a small. If you want to be a little bit thicker, this is what we're going to work with personally. But then I will also show you how to edit your shape as well individually. We're just going to start out with the basic shape that it gives us and from there. So with the HUD, if you click on the little DNA button, you can add lashes from here if you'd like, or you can use the lashes that you got from Genus. All right, so those are called Cornelia. And so you have long lashes that you can add on. And then you have the classic lashes, which are still really long. And then you have the unrigged that you can adjust. So if we were to add the lashes that came free, that's what those look like. Or we can just click on our HUD and pick a pair of lashes that are on here. And we can do both. And then it'll click on here. Now they're going to come on white. So you can do a left one and a right one. You can do an upper and a lower. So say we wanted to go through and only do our lower ones. We would uncheck the upper and then it's only going to change our lower lashes. And then we wanted to do one for upper. We would make sure the upper is clicked. And then we would change from there. We're going to move on to eye color. You can pick your different eye color. Again, if you want to do a left eye green, if you want to do a right eye red, or if you want to do both purple, you choose whatever one you want to do. You can do a hair base, but we're going to go in and do a hair base with the hairs that we got. And again, if you use a hair base, you want to make sure it says Genus if you're using a Genus head. You can change the sclera of your eye. I don't know if I said that correctly. If you wanted to change those, you could. I don't know why the red eye is driving me insane. And then you can have the lacrimal. You can have those showing or a different detail if you want. You can have your mouth open. Actually, this did not close my eyes. That's really weird. You can freeze your body if we were not standing on this platform. So as you can see, my eyelashes are not the color that I want. And then going down from there, you have makeup. If you want to add your makeup here, you can add piercings and stuff to your ear. Again, this is something that if you don't have add-ons, then, because if you click on this, it's going to be on every look. I like to buy individual makeup, or you could have a base look if you wanted to. Genus does come with a Skin Hud Basic 4K and a Skin Hud Basic Regular, and they also have male skin and makeup. So it does give you items that you want to use. So if we were to do the makeup and skin add-on, we would click on this for a HUD, and then we would hit accept. And then you would go up, and it actually gives you eyes, blush, contour, eyebrow color, and all of this. So it does come with makeup if you want to add on your own. And then you would just click and go through the list that you would like. So if we wanted to add makeup and we add it to both sides, we would click that and then it would add. And again, you can do left, right, etc., etc. Sometimes I just do a basic eyeliner, and then that'll go with every one of my makeup looks. That's an option that you could do as well. And then if you go down to the light bulb, you can have an oily look on your face. You can have a glow. You can have a beam, depending on what you wanted. You can turn your eyelashes off and on from here. You can have all materials off and on. This is where you would click remove. You can have tears going down your face if you wanted. You can have scars. You can have wet skin. You just decide on what you want to do. From there, we can have a glam look. And this is where you could color your eyebrows and do more of that. You can have natural lips, or you can have oily lips. You keep going down. You can change how your teeth look, depending on what you want. A vampire, veneers. You can have a gap. You can have crooked teeth, glam white, natural. You can have a different tone to your tongue if you wanted to. You can add braces if you would like, if that's something that you would want. You would just turn them off and on to be seen. You can have a tongue ring, and if you don't want, you would just click the eyeball to show or not to show. And then you can do different things with your ears as well. Here is where we're going to start coloring some of our items. So if you want to do eyelashes, you're going to highlight your eyelashes, and then you're just going to go to the color wheel. If you want purple eyelashes, then click on the purple section, and then it'll turn to purple, and so on and so forth. If you want to have brown, you're going to have to just find the area that's brown and then click on that. The lighter in this row is going to determine where that goes. We are going to show you then how you can take it off. So if you don't want this color, you can hit the little eyedropper there, and that takes them off. But of course, we want our lashes, so we're going to go ahead and add them back. And then we're going to go back to our little color wheel, and we're going to, I have more brown. We're going to pick that color. Do not have multiple of these clicked if you don't want them to be that color. So if I have 2 of these clicked, my eyeshadow and my eyelashes will be that color. If you only want eyeshadow, make sure you only have 1 item clicked. So from here, we're going to go back to our legacy body HUD, because we want our skin tones to line up a little bit better. FYI, I am moving my legacy body HUD to be on the right side now. So we're going to click on this left. We're going to click on this HUD, and we're going to go to the center one right here. These are skin tones if you don't have a skin to match your body. So when you get a body, you have to get a skin tone that matches the head. They do not come together. I don't know anyone that has them come together. But you can pick one of these skin tones if you do not have a skin for your body that works for you. Let's say we want that skin. So we're going to close that one. But you see, there's a line and it's not working for us. We're going to go over to our Genus head and we're going to click on the one that says skin, highlight that. So we know it's a brown. So we're going to do the same thing with our head, but we can actually lighten it or darken it this way. So the bottom left corner and just start over so it's on completely white. And then we can just bring it darker as we want. This is something you're going to have to play with. And sometimes the lighting is very different depending on where you are. Sometimes you can see this line and sometimes you can't. Another thing that a lot of beginners did, and even I did, is that we wore chokers or anything that covered our neck. So if you can't find a close match to the skin, maybe pick a different skin or go ahead and get a skin tone that you just like more. Okay, so if you have a skin of your own, in this case, we do have a skin from the store that we got from the newbie section. It's called the Amber skin. So with the body of the Legacy, remember when we had default body eraser on? It took the body completely away, but we don't want to do that with our own skin. We want to add the Amber skin, and now we can see the skin that we have on. So I have a body skin and a head skin. So we're going to go take the old skin off that we were using called the Miranda. And we're going to use the one that came with this skin, and we want browless. There we go. So I hit the BOM 4K until it finally went on. Bring this down more. And now the skin and the neck match. If you come across anything that you're still kind of annoyed with the line, they have what's called a neck blend. If you click this, it's supposed to nicely blend your neck to your body, which sometimes I don't see the difference. That kind of lightens it up a little bit. That I feel like this is just a preference. I kind of see it. I kind of don't. It comes in brownie, dark chocolate, a dark gray, ebony, frost, glam. There's all different kinds of them. I feel like that is definitely a personal preference. I don't use a neck blend, but that's just my choice. Now we have a head skin that matches the body skin. One thing I noticed with the Evo X head is when you add the skin to your head, I have to toggle the 4K bomb until it finally attaches. So if you do not have a head skin that matches the body skin, then you have to do the previous step to where we had the body skin on the Genus head, and then the Legacy we had to just try and match it. But the Amber skin where we got at the Central Park, it came with a body skin and a head skin, so we don't have to, like, there will still always be a slight line, but it's not nearly as noticeable or as bad. So now I'm going to show you where you can go in and edit your entire body. So now we're going to go ahead and stand our avatar. What you'll want to do next is you'll want to right click on your avatar, and I believe if you're on the Second Life viewer, it might say just shape. In the Firestorm, you have to click on appearance, and then we see the edit shape. When you see edit shape, you're going to click that, and then what it's going to do is it's going to let you edit everything down to your body, your head, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your chin, your torso, your legs. You can change your leg height. You can change your leg width. You can give yourself love handles. You can give yourself a pointed chin, a left-sided chin, all the things. What you're going to do is you're going to go through and completely edit your avatar how you want him or her to look. So I'm gonna start with my, let me see, it breaks down with the head. You can change your head size. You're just gonna roll the slider around to change the head size that you want. You can squish your head, you can stretch your head, you can make your head more round, you can make it more square, you can have a heavy chin, you can have a long head. So go through and make your avatar exactly how you want it to look. All right, so we've gone through and edited a lot of our body. You could really go into depth with this and so on and so forth. But what I like to do is I like to name it. So we're going to name this a new legacy body fit. And so then that way, if I were to change another shape, I have my base shape that I have. And then we're going to hit save. From there, we're going to go ahead and sit back on our platform. And now our body is in a shape that we want. I haven't added any makeup or anything yet. But we're going to go ahead and start getting some clothes on her so then I can take this blur away so we can get this to work from there. All right, so let's go back into our inventory. If you got some clothes from the location that we went before, then just unpack those the same way as I showed you how we unpacked all the other things. Me personally, I'm going to go into my clothes folder. I know I have legacy clothes. I'm just going to go ahead and go to my full outfit section and see what I can find and put on. So remember, when you're putting on clothes on your avatar, if you are on the Second Life viewer, you want to right click and add do not wear. If you're on Firestorm, Black Dragon, Alchemy, they should have an option. I know Firestorm, you have to turn it on to do a double click to add. Alchemy and Firestorm are Alchemy and Black Dragon already come equipped with a double click and it auto adds. You're in a clothing folder. In my situation, or even in yours, you may get all of the clothes for everybody. So I have an outfit here that says Legacy, Matria, Perky, Petite, Reborn, and then there's the belt, the pants, the top. We are using the Legacy body, so we want to make sure we click on the Legacy items. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, but just find all the things that say Legacy. Now, as I said before, you are going to get all of these bodies. It is up to you if you delete these folders. Me, I always use my Matria, but I don't delete them because I'm like, I never know if I might need these clothes. In this situation, I'm showing you how to do a Legacy body, so we need to keep them. You may, a year later, want to do Reborn. You already have clothes for your Reborn. Just think of it that way. So I keep mine personally. So in this situation, I have clothes on her, but this does not come with an alpha HUD. Remember when we talked about those alpha HUDs that sometimes the clothes come with? In this case, we need to go into our legacy body and alpha out our legs ourselves. So I'm going to just hit this. The leg option and see how far it goes to see if I need to do it myself. That I think, okay, so we have some back here, which I think we may be better off doing this manually ourselves. I'm hoping it doesn't, sometimes with this, depending on the item, some of it may end up clipping. Which that's not bad, but if you're wearing long hair, you won't have to worry about that. So it looks like we have what we need alpha'd out. So we finally have some clothes on. If you've made it this far, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. It can take a lot. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab those hairs that we just got. Now, the hairs that we got, I don't think had an option for Evo X and Genus. So I'm going to show you how to do this with the hair that we got for free. We have the no match hair. It was the actress hair. I believe this one is one that you can edit. So what I did was I made sure I was hovered over the hair and I right clicked and hit edit. Sometimes you can stretch it out if we just change it here to hit stretch. This one doesn't give us the option to stretch, but we can move it around. In this situation, I don't think it's going to fit our head how we would like it to. So this one is not going to be a go for us unless we were to go in and change our head a little bit. When you go in, it does come with the color HUD, so we can change the color of the hair if we wanted to. And then you would just right click, detach the HUD. So you may come across this. This is why I said that it's really good to make sure you're finding hairs that work for you. In the other hair that we got, the Luna head, it comes with a large and a small. So it does give you options of different hair to see if it fits your head. So this is the large one. I don't think we can adjust this one. So this one cannot be adjusted, which is fine, but they do have an unrigged one too. The large actually doesn't look too bad. Let's see how bad the small one is. Or we just need to go in and make our head smaller. There's always that. You never know how things fit. Sometimes even with your body, like our legs that were clipped and stuff, sometimes if we go in and just readjust our legs, sometimes that's all it needs. But if that's the shape you want, you find a way to make it work. So we're going to stick with the large head right now. It does come with bangs. It says that they are unrigged, and it looks like they are inside of our scalp. So we can pull those out and stick those right there. We may get away with pulling them out a little bit more. So if you see anything that is unrigged, what that means is it's something that you can adjust and move on your own. If it's rigged, it is stuck to your avatar and there is no changing it. So the bangs are optional. And I did move them, I rotated them and moved them around just a little bit. But you can do this however you need it. That hair is so cute. So this also comes with a style HUD, so we can change the colors. These are all the colors that it comes with. I love a red accent, but I don't know if I like just a random red strip there. I don't think I want to make her a full redhead. And you see how the hair is covering up some of our neck, even if you don't have a neck fade or anything. It is working on that. Let me see if this one is what I want to do. It doesn't look as dark as I wanted. All right, we're going to go with this one. And then over here on the HUD as well, it has a style. So you can have it to where her hair is on the side. You can have it to where the hair is in the back. Or you can have it all up front. I think I like it. I think I like it like that. All right, so we're going to get rid of this HUD. And so we now have an outfit. We have hair. Let's get some shoes on her. So again, if you have shoes, you want the legacy shoes. I have shoes here, so I know I have some legacy shoes. I'm not worried about that. We're going to go ahead and find some shoes for us. All right, those aren't exactly what I want. I don't really care for those shoes. Okay, so I went in and changed my feet to the classic fit feet because I don't know, none of my shoes actually fit those ones. But I went and took off the former feet and put on the classic feet. It is what it is. Maybe there's certain shoes with the classic that doesn't fit. So I did find these shoes. I don't know if I like those. But I wanted to show you how you change the feet in that situation where when I said the feet sometimes don't auto attach. Okay, I think we found some shoes that are going to work. These are the ones we are going to go ahead and put on her feet. So now we have shoes, hair, clothes, we are almost good to go. If you have your own fingernails, I'm going to show you that as well. So if you don't want to wear the basic fingernails that come on the HUD like I showed you, you would click on the no fingernails. And then if you have your own nails, again, I'm going to repeat it, make sure they are for legacy body. And I have a ton of nails. I have these that are metal. They're called metal. I have these I can get in a white or a black. Let's put those on for now. All right, so we have nails. I may have some jewelry. All right, I do have a necklace that is for a legacy. So again, sometimes you will have to find the jewelry that goes specific for your body because the bodies are made differently. And sometimes you can find them that are, you can rig them in, etc. I'm going to go in and go ahead and look through the Genus makeups that we got. So let's see. We do have, it did give us eyeliner. We're already wearing an eyeliner, but we can look at them, or we could go clear that one out if we wanted to. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take that eyeshadow off with our little dropper. So now we're going to see what their makeup is that we got from them. Another thing that we want to look at in the Genus HUD is the animation HUD. You can make your face do different types of things in movements. So we have another animation HUD that pops up. It has the play button on here. It is in your folder. It is called the Genus Project Animation HUD version 2.0. This is where you can make your avatar have different moods. You can have her sad, you can have them sleepy, you can have them happy, and you have basic moods here that you can have them randomly play. You can have them talk relaxed, you can have them talk natural. You can choose, this is for when you use your microphone and when you're typing in main chat. You can have their faces constantly moving when they're sad, or you can have them do static faces. For you if that's what you wanted to do. You can have their mouth be naturally open all the time. You can really have fun with this. There's moods, there's emotions, and then you can lock your neck if you wanted to, if you want it to be locked in a certain spot. If you can have her do random emotions on her own. You can do random moods. Let's just leave it on random emotions. You have eyelids and brows. You have blinking and brow animations as well. We have finished our brand new free avatar. I went through my inventory and went ahead and grabbed some things of my own. We went ahead and gave her some rings that were on Legacy. We gave her some earrings. I did end up giving her lipstick from the HUD. We used the makeup that came in the Legacy skin. It looks like I may have to move. Oh, no, that's actually makeup. I did give her one of my AOs that I created, but this is her final look. And this is something that, like I said, you can still alter. One thing that you can do with your avatar is you can do add-ons. There's things that are called body shakers. I have some, but I don't have any specifically for Legacy. So if you want butt jigglers, if you want body deformers, there's certain body deformers that you can give your back a little bit more arch. You can give your butt a kind of a different look. There's different add-ons that you can get. There's body slappers, but we're just looking at the basic of what's free. But those are different things that as you learn to build your avatar, what you can do. If you want to figure out how to make your own AO, there is a video again that I can suggest for you. I actually want to switch over and show you what it looks like under my Gshade. So I have Gshade on my second life, and this is what the skin, this is what I am looking at. So if you want to look at the difference of without Gshade, this is what the skin looks like, and this is with Gshade. With the skin. So I'm hoping that this helped you at starting out your avatar. I'm hoping that this made more sense and it was understandable for you. I will link all of their shops that we went to where you can get everything free. Again, the nails were something I already had, the necklace and the rings and the shoes, but there's a lot at Palomma Plaza that you can get. They have nails, they have jewelry, but you can literally make a completely free avatar of skins if you want. If you get the skin from the Newbie Central Park, that skin that I am using was 5 Linden. So if you can get a hold of 5 Linden, and if you want this skin, you can have it. But there are skins inside of the Legacy body in that folder that you can actually play with and play with the head. So even if you don't go to those places to get skins, there are skins inside of the Legacy folder. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful. And any questions, please just comment below. You're welcome to find me in World. If you would like to, LunaBadd.Witch, I will put that details down below as well. And just happy and be happy and have fun and enjoy your second life.